Have you been getting cheated on? Never thought I'd be here, man. But here I am. Just found out that my girlfriend has been cheating on me for the past 6 months while she was at Federal Training Academy. I just hate that I had to find out myself. All I'm gonna say is, if your girl ever goes to any academy, or maybe even basic, if things start to feel off, start your investigation, man. I've lost so much going into this, and I wish she just told me instead of me finding out myself. Packed up my whole life in Texas into a U-Haul and drove 30 hours to move there. Packed my whole life in Texas into a U-Haul and drove 30 hours to move there to her port she's stationed at. Let's start off like this. I should have known, but it's my fault for ignoring her obvious. Let's start off like this. I should have known, but it's my fault for ignoring the obvious. 1. She turned off her location. I asked her about it and she said it's for privacy reasons at the academy. She barely ever answered my calls even when she was off. Then I'd start to ask her why. She'll just tell me I'm being insecure. She hid me from her stories on IG. How do I know? I'll tell you. When someone has a ton of story highlights on their page and it all of a sudden disappears, it's because they hid you from their stories. 4. She even blocked me at one point and said it's because I've been calling her too much and she needs to focus on his studies, studying another man's private parts. Anyways, it got to a point where I started just doing my own thing waiting for her to come back home. I started picking up extra hours at work and even doing things that I enjoy outside, just to get my head off the long distance relationship. Now, here's where it gets trippy. I was out eating Chinese food and had a fortune cookie that said, "Do not allow betrayal to ruin your happiness." I thought nothing of it at the time. Maybe I was just tripping a little, but I truly didn't look at it anyway. I started being kind of petty, and I started doing what she was doing to me. Not always answering her calls or replying late to her. The most was like an hour later. She then started blowing up my phone, and when I'd answer, she'd start to accuse me of cheating and that I'm out with some bitch, even to the point where she'd FaceTime me and have me show my surroundings. This was about 5 months into her academy when her communication started getting better. She'd start to reassure that she has not done anything at all, and that she promises me there's no one else and she just wants to come home. It felt nice, especially after 4 months not really hearing from her. The last month started being a little weird again, barely talking to me, basically doing what she did to me during the first 4 months. I honestly started becoming insecure because it was 10 times worse, but there was nothing I could have done with her being away. Fast forward, she graduates and finally comes home, with a huge smile and big hug when I picked her up at the airport in Texas. Prior to her going to the academy, our intimacy was very strong, but her first week back, we were not intimate at all. I made her relax as she just got back from some tough training. Anyways, 2 weeks go by, no intimacy at all. Then I was like, wait a minute, something ain't right. I then started talking to her about it and she said she's just very exhausted and tired from the training. I said bullshit in my head, so I called for a talk, a very serious one, as I was about to put a ton of money into this movie there. So before I did, I wanted to be sure of some things. We had a talk and everything she said honestly made me feel bad for her and believed that she was truly just tired. Fast forward, I make the 30-hour drive with her and pack up my whole apartment so we have furniture when we arrive to our new place. Her furniture was basically brand new and expensive. Did not want to leave it all behind. This is where I found out she has been cheating. She fell asleep with her phone unlocked and I saw that she had 15 missed calls from a random number and it was silenced. I started to dig more into photos and videos and man, this is where I lost it. She had photos and videos of another man kissing up on her and laying up with her from the second month she was at the academy to the very last day. Yes, I saw videos. Videos she took of him kissing her and she was laughing like she didn't have a whole man back home. Date nights, beach days, I saw it all. She was basically in a whole nother relationship. I'm in so much pain, man. I packed up my life for her and she could have just told me there was someone else and I would have stayed in Texas. I'm fucked now because I transferred my job here and co-signed on a lease for her. Her job cannot afford to make this rent on her own, so I'm stuck. For my own peace of mind, I'll be heading back to Texas after a 5K lease buyout. I know this was a lot type, but I don't have anyone I can truly talk to. Because this woman that has betrayed me was my life. I just worked, came home, took care of the bills, and took care of her. Law enforcement has always been her dream job, so I supported her even when I told her she didn't have to work. Anyway, guys, I wish you all the best of luck on your relationships, and I truly hope you don't ever have to experience the pain I'm in right now. Peace.